Hi everyone, and a big thank you to Emma and Kathy for inviting me on to offer you some advice and information to all of you in the 24Piggies group. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Georgina Shaw and I'm the founder and director of the marketing and PR agency Shaw Marketing Services. I'm a Londoner originally, but I've been living and running my agency on Costa del Sol in Spain for the last 12 years. So that's where I'm talking to you today. I've been working alongside businesses and entrepreneurs in Spain and the UK for many years, helping them to market their business and communicate better. So today I want to give you some advice on marketing and communication during this challenging time. So we all know it's a tricky time to be in business, and to survive, entrepreneurs need to adapt, change and work within these new and challenging circumstances. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and overcome by the challenges and how many things have been taken out of your control. But I'd encourage you to take the time to work on your business and decide to take the control back in the areas that you're able to. A great way to start to think more clearly is to produce a marketing plan. Now, this is a structured and well thought out response to the crisis, a space to evaluate your company and create a clear plan of actions to help you get back on track and stay afloat. I have a marketing plan template which I'd be happy to provide free of charge to members of the 24Piggies group, so please feel free to send me an email and I will send that through to you. So there are 13 sections to complete in a marketing plan, and going through these sections is a brilliant way to work your way through to answering the key questions that we should all have the answers to down on a piece of paper, but we don't normally have the time or space to do. So start by setting SMART objectives that you want to achieve for your business. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time-bound, and these should sum up the goals that you're aiming for. In the context of COVID-19, you may want to set short-term goals for the duration of the lockdown and then longer-term goals of how you want to build the business back once things get back to normal. Next is the useful exercise of doing a SWOT analysis. This evaluates your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, and it's a great way to get a really clear picture of your company overall. I find that some businesses don't like to acknowledge their weaknesses, but it's a crucial way to deal with them and offer insights on how we can improve our products, service or customer experience. Now, this is the place to be honest and then think of ways to address these weaknesses and come up with solutions. Don't limit your SWOT analysis only to the current crisis. I recommend doing a general one first and then one specifically focusing on the coronavirus, as obviously this presents its own unique opportunities and threats and exposes some weaknesses that haven't been a problem before. Laying it all out on a paper helps us to identify solutions, and while it's not nice to look at these problems and can make us anxious, if we bury our head in the sand, we won't be able to think our way out of it. Maybe you have strengths in this current situation that you didn't before, if you take time to think about them, or speak to your clients and ask them. You need to identify them, so then you can promote the hell out of them and make the most of those opportunities. If a weakness is lack of online or virtual working, identify this and try and think of creative solutions to get around this issue. There have been some really great examples of people really thinking out of the box on how to bring their products and services to people in their own homes. So have a look at those and get inspired. Of course, unfortunately, this pandemic is a threat to all businesses, so this is the place to tackle that head on and think about coping strategies for the different ways it can affect you and your team. Next, move on to a competitor analysis. Now, in order to successfully compete with companies who are offering similar products or services to you, you need to understand who they are, what they're doing, how you differ, and how you are the same, and what then differentiates you. Looking at your competitors right now can also give you a useful insight and ideas on how you can change your product and service options to adapt to these extraordinary times. Now it's time to define your target audience and think carefully about who you're trying to reach. Try to picture your ideal customer in terms of their age, sex, location, interests, nationalities, anything you can think of to make sure you really understand your customer and can therefore target the right messages to them. Think about whether your target audience has changed during the lockdown or what their needs or fears are during this time that you can help them with. This is actually a great chance to identify something new that you can offer and potentially add a new revenue stream for now and the future. You never know, you could discover the next big thing during the crisis. Now, I can't go through the whole plan on here, otherwise I'd be here all day. But essentially, the marketing planning process gives you an opportunity to define your customer personality, clearly state your product benefits, and create a strong USP to define what makes you different from your competition. The plan guides you to select communication channels, decide how to measure the success of the campaign, and helps you to set a budget. You then have the opportunity to fill in actions for fulfilling your objectives. And I think this is probably the most useful section, really, to get your mind focused. So this is the place where we plan out your campaign. And in a normal plan, we'd suggest a minimum of 3 months up to a maximum of 12 months for the plan. However, if we're focusing on an emergency plan for COVID-19, it should be focused on the shorter term. I'd recommend 1 to 3 months broken into daily and weekly tasks to take you from making major changes in how you deliver your product or service during lockdown through to the recovery period and how you'll respond when the lockdown does end, as things will take some time to get back to normal. The key to making this work for you is to include specific actions that you'll follow, using dates, names and budgets, so you can use this as a practical document to work to. Of course, things change and new opportunities will come around, so this is a document which evolves and changes over time. But if you follow the steps and use the plan properly, your business will benefit. Now, once you have your marketing plan together, it's time to start communicating to the world and telling them why you are great and why they need to use you. So to finish off my little presentation, I wanted to give you just a few top tips for producing powerful and effective communication materials. So, all your communication materials should be clear and powerful. Really get to the point. They should combine the power of pictures and words. They should address a need or problem that your potential client has, be that short or long term. They should be benefit-led, so they should express what you can do for your potential customer and what that benefit is to them, not just what you do in general. It should express your corporate identity and be consistent with your online and offline marketing materials, and have a strong, clear, powerful call to action so people know what you want them to do. I hope this helps you get a clear picture of how you're going to use the marketing planning process to get into the right place to adapt to this current situation and ensure that you can survive and maybe even identify ways that you can thrive in the short and long term. Please email me to get your free marketing plan template to help you through your marketing planning journey and get the perspective and practical actions you need to take to help you weather this storm. You can also check out our blog for loads of useful marketing articles to help you to learn new skills and understand this important topic to grow your business and get it to the best possible place. Thank you so much for watching, and best of luck over the coming days and weeks. Feel free to contact me if you need any more advice, or if you could benefit from a marketing consultation to get an outside perspective on this situation. Thanks a lot, and goodbye.